Hello and welcome back to the channel, Brawlers and Bakucrew members. As always, it's BakuBrad96 here with another Bakugan Legends unboxing. So for today, I will be taking a look at the normal Darkest Gorthion starter pack. The only difference between this one and the Diamond is obviously, instead of an R-less Leonidas, there is a Haos one. So for this week, I won't be doing any edited videos. I will be going back to my old format. And I'll just be putting out content for everyone. More or less, these are just recordings, but I haven't put out a lot of content, and I want to put out a little bit of bulk this week, just so everyone has something to watch, and I can kind of catch up on Wave 1 and 2 of Legends, while I'm still looking for the Nova Bakugan. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join this month's giveaway. I will have a link in the description down below, along with a link to the Discord server, if that's something you're interested in. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and crack right open into this pack. Very excited about it. Now, I do have the Diamond Gorthion, but it is good to have a regular one. So, you don't mess up the Diamond figure, but you can still use the Evo. Of course, R-less, sorry, Vilock right there. This wasn't the creamy one. I did order this off of Amazon. I was trying to get the weird, I guess, pastel cream looking colored Vilock, but it did include the regular one instead. Still a Haos Leonidas, that is pretty cool. But yeah, go ahead and let's see about this set, and I will give you all my thoughts on it. Now, the camera angle is new. As you can all see, it is a lot closer. So I will have to adjust my new camera setup. That way you see more than just like a very low screen. Again, new studio, everyone. I did move, so I am trying to get everything figured out, and that's partly why I haven't done the Bakugan online tournament yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to get everything set up, where to put everything, that sort of stuff. But I will pull the camera down now that we're done looking at that box art, and there's some Bakugan. Of course, the Ultimate Vilock collection, and then Geoforge in the middle. But before I look at the actual figures, you all know I like to start with the character cards, the Bakucore, and all that good stuff. Which, of course, I guess the cards in the Bakucore won't be necessary when Gen 3 arrives, because the game is being completely rebooted. Still kind of interested about that and to see where that goes. So the Bakucore included, if I can get it to focus, we have a regular shield, which Aquas and Pyrus get plus 400. That doesn't really do anything for this pack, unfortunately, so that kind of stinks. Regular shield, that's a minus 300 B power, so it's a trap core. Not a lot of people use those. Here is another trap core, so it's a minus 200 B power shield. And then we have a good old standard plus 300 B power orange shield, so that's an okay one. And then to wrap things up, we have a regular Green Fist plus 150 B power and plus 2 damage. And then lastly, we have a red plus 150 B power and plus 4 damage. So that's it for the Bakucore. Nothing exciting and new, sadly. And the gate card included in this set, which, sorry if I do sound a little funny, I think I have a little springtime cold, but all is well. Here is that gate card. It is Slugler attacking Pensatar. If y'all can kind of see there at the bottom left corner, you see Pensatar's head. But he's definitely getting lashed and trashed, or lashed and thrashed. The Darkest Ventus action card. I was trying to make a pun there, but oh well. That is the gate card included. Still not a new one though. Like, nothing but older gate cards, which, I mean, it's okay. We know Generation 2 is ending, so I don't expect there to be any new gate cards. So for the Bakugan themselves, it's kind of like me redoing an older video since I have done the Diamond Pack already. I will go kind of quickly through these though, in case anyone hasn't seen me review them. Darkest Ultra Gorthion is a beast, so double shield B power of 1000 with 2 damage. No core abilities. His Diamond Evo for 4 energy makes him a lot more powerful. But his standard, his base CC is really good either way. Having a base B power of 1000 with shields is just really good. Because if you do pick up a Darkest gets 400 any core, That puts you at 1400 to begin with, and that's without Nanogon or card plays. So still a very good Bakugan, which is why I'm running him on my main team, or my channel deck team, if you will. So yeah, Darkest Monkey for the win. And then Arliss Vylok, it's true it is much better than the, I guess, Geogun Rising version, but I think it's still kind of weak. It has a red fist and a regular fist core lineup, B power of 600 with 3 damage, and then a flaming fist. If you land on it, you do get to add a Baku core. Now, I mean, that's stronger, so I mean, obviously right off the bat, your B power is always going to be stronger than the original Vyloks, just because you have that add a core potential, and that changes depending on what Baku core you want. So I can see the playability there. Sadly, I just don't think a lot of people like Vylok, and I don't think Vylok will see a lot of play. The only reason this set is probably selling as good as it is, in my opinion, is because a few people, a few Baku tubers have actually found it, but they're getting the creamy Vylok, right? They're not getting the cheesy one right here. They're getting that buttery, creamy looking colored Vylok, and that one's awesome. Like, that's the Vylok everyone wants. Not that this one is bad, it's just cheese. I haven't found a lot of brawlers that actually like the cheese. Amongst my community, anyway, the little Discord server for the channel, everyone makes fun of the cheese. Like, it is just cheese, cheese, cheese. That is the cheesy Vylok. So, I'll end it there. I'm just saying. SpinMaster could have done a little better if they just kept it buttery and they didn't change it on the production line. Because it was buttery at some point, right? Like, someone found it. It's out there. There's YouTube videos covering it. Game Over ETTM, shout out to him. He has one, so he showed off his collection of them in a community post a few weeks back. So really cool. Wish SpinMaster would have kept that around. So here, this is probably the I don't know what everyone was most excited for with this pack, and that is Haos Leonidas. So just like Darkest Gortheon, it does have a double shield lineup. B power of 300 with 5 damage, and if you land on a shield, you do get to add a Baku core. So even though that B power is really weak, I'm glad to see that Haos Leonidas can potentially get more Baku core. It has that Baku core ability. So assuming you land on a shield that gives Haos 400, that puts you at 7. And then from there, the best you're going to get is a plus 600 minus 3 Helix, or a plus 650 Magic Shield. So with that in mind, you got 7 and 6, so that's 1300, and then minus 3, 2 damage, so that are your options. Or you can add a Magic Shield and just have 1350 with 5 damage. There are quite a few Bakugan that hit that 1400 B power and higher mark, Ultra Gortheon, Darkest Gortheon being one of them. So Haos Leonidas falls just under that, making it slightly weaker. Depending on your setup. I know Nanogon help a lot, but you can't count on them always. So this is kind of an iffy Bakugan for me. A fan favorite, yes. One of my favorites from the Legacy series, absolutely. But does that make this playable? Unfortunately not. Maybe next time, but maybe SpinMaster will bring back Leonidas for Generation 3. Unfortunately, the Leonidases that we've had this time around, they're not the best. Now, Legends Arliss Leonidas is the most playable out of the 3, but I'm sure someone can find a way to, break Haos Leonidas and make him busted, because a lot of brawlers out there are better with the combos than I am. That's it for the stats of the character cards. Now, taking a look at the actual figures, we have the Cheesy Weezy Vylok. Oh, if I don't knock the camera off the table, that would be good. So, as you can all see, as well as my thumb, got a good up-close video of my thumb there, but here is the Vylok. Now, it does have a few differences from the other. Obviously, the paint, the black paint, is a bit darker. The silver does stand out quite a bit more than the other. If you can all look in the background at the other Vylok, there we go, there's the other Arliss Vylok way out there. Quite the difference. Right, like, obviously, there is a difference there still, but just not the difference that I wanted. Otherwise, as far as the figure goes, really good, really cool. I mean, it's just a standard Vylok, nothing changed The colors are nice. It does have a little bit of glitter in the mold, so glittery cheese. And to close the Vilock, we just simply fold these down, like so. The legs, if I can get them to stay, and the heads fold in, and then you just push the two halves of the body together, and that is Arliss Vilock. So not much to it, but a cool Bakugan. Just really disappointed I didn't get the creamy one. And then next up, again, sorry for the camera focus, really bad angle. I know I'm like way lower than I normally am. I'm just trying a new setup. Actually, I have the camera clipped to the table rather than having the tripod taking up more space on the table. So here's the regular Darkest Gortheon, again, getting it to focus if I can. There we go. A lot more detailed than the diamond. Obviously, this one is colored, so the arms being the purple, you have a little bit of that magenta, light lavender striping on the arms, some silver coloring, and there's the flat monkey surface that's great for the spin roll. The detail on the face is painted nicely, so that's good. Yeah, just pretty standard Ultra Gortheon, nothing new, nothing different. You know, obviously the Legends paint colors, so to close, you want to pop the legs in and hear that horrible click. Not the best design. Push arms in, head down, and then the body just slides together. And that is Ultra Darkest Gortheon. So a very cool figure. The diamond's nice, the diamond is awesome, but I also like the regular form too because you just get so much of that purple. It looks really nice, honestly. It looks really good. And then finally, of course, it is time to take a look at Leonidas. I know it's been a long one in the making, but I do like making content for everyone, and it has been a minute. I will try to get a little roll here. Really, how could I miss from that far? Oh, well. Does it count if I get it attached to the Vilock? That's what I want to know. No? Okay. There we go. Leonidas, pop open. That was perfect. Now that's what I wanted to happen the first time. So I'll put Vilock and Gortheon back on screen there. And here is Haos. Oh, well, if I don't drop it. Here is the Haos Leonidas. So, you know, I didn't know how I was going to feel about it, but first glance, as it's open now, it looks awesome. But can I open the horn with stubby thumbs? Okay, so the horn might be a little stuck. Okay, horn is stuck, everyone. So, for those of you who don't know, Leonidas does have a horn right there, and it does normally stick up a little bit, but it is stuck, and I don't want my thumbs to break anything, so I'm going to leave it stuck inside the Bakugan for the remainder of this review. My apologies, but the one thing that I have a pet peeve about is forcing a Bakugan open or breaking it, because these things can get expensive, and, well, I'm not just going to go around breaking them if I can help it. Taking a look at the detail of Leonidas, I love the coloring. That deep dark turquoise blue in contrast with the silver and white is just absolutely fantastic. Of course, we have a lighter blue here on the back side of the wings. Also looks very nice. All of that silver. There's the Bakugan pinstriping. That's what I'm going to start calling it. The Bakugan pinstriping detail. Because that's what it is on all of the Bakugan, all of those little lines. Kind of a cool effect there. The face detailed very nicely. You know, obviously you see the eye colored there. That is really cool. It has the light green. And then the jaws and teeth also with the dark turquoise blue. Really great design Bakugan. Like, good job SpinMaster. Loving Haos Leonidas at first look. That is really, really nice. To close them up, so all you have to do, fold in the feet there, the head, wings, and the tail closes everything up. Much like Battle Planet Drago, if you all remember how to close that boy. Leonidas pretty much closes the same way. Here's a look at Leonidas's ball form though. Pretty standard. Not a lot of detail on these three as far as being closed. But being opened, definitely good Bakugan. Speaking of being closed, each one closes very tightly. None of them are loose, which that was a problem with the Diamond starter pack I picked up. My Diamond Vilock's head like stuck out way up to here, and it was very loose, so you just sit there and bop, 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 bop. So that wasn't good, but it's nice to see this one's firm, tightly fitted, good made. as well as the Gortheon. You know, the head is always going to be a little bouncy, but as far as the actual sphere itself, very firm, no loose joints, very well done. So that's about it for the review. Now I would like to finish things off with a little roll, if I can get everything focused in correctly. You all know I like to try it out, just for the channel. So here is Vilok, and then for those of you interested, the rolling arrow right there. So you're going to want to roll it this way, so Vilok facing you. Watch me miss though. Oh, I made it! So there is a little Vilok there. That was nice. Probably will never make that shot again, but then again, I am using a gate card, so it makes it, I don't know, maybe like an inch better. As for Gortheon, again, you're going to roll him facing away from you. There is that arrow. Keep the camera focused as much as I can. And here we go. And Gortheon rolled right over that, so now I'm going to try the good old spin shoot. And there we go. See, that is why we spin Gortheon brawlers. The perfect opening. Obviously, he's not going to pick up the gate card when you roll him like that, but he does open. And when you do that on Bakucrew, he can pick up 1, he can pick up 2. I've even had him pick up 3 once. Not this particular mold, but my diamond one did pick up 3 one time. It was very interesting. Very cool. And then lastly, one more rollout from the amazing Haos Leonidas, which outside from the creamy Vilok, really the only reason to get this pack, at least in my opinion, because the Diamond Gortheon is fine. And a good miss. Really, Leonidas? Don't miss. No one wants you to miss. So we're going to try that again. The rolling arrow, of course, right there. So having Leonidas face you. And a miss again. So I am not about to throw the bread and be missing this whole time. So instead of rolling again, we're just going to do a drop. We're going to pretend Leonidas is a Geogon, everyone. Bam, there we go. So the Haos Leonidas. That does it for this review. Brawlers, thank you all for watching. Thank you all so much for the support. I certainly appreciate it. It makes my day, and I just enjoy making content that I hope you all enjoy. But until next time, stay safe, drome up, and Bakugan Brawl!